Hey there, we're trying a different setup today, and I want to talk about what the highest hand is in cribbage. So that's probably backwards to you, but let's talk about it. What's the highest hand? How do we count it? Why am I slanting sideways? You know, all great questions. No, what are the odds of getting the hand and stuff like that? So let's talk about it. The highest hand in cribbage is the elusive 29-point hand. And it's a very rare hand, but that's why you might have seen this cribbage board around that's in the shape of a 29. I'll put a link in the description below. That is why it's in the shape of a 29. It's the best hand possible. How do you get such a hand? Well, it's simple in execution. So in your hand, you need to have 3 5s and a jack, okay? You need to have 3 5s and a jack, and here's the key. The jack needs to not match the suit of any of the 5s in your hand. Then, when you get cut, when your card is cut either by you or by the other dealer, the cut card needs to be that remaining 5. The 5 matching the suit of the jack that you just had. Okay? That's what's going to take us from a 28-point hand to the top 29-point hand. So, now it's time to count it. First, and when we count, like we should always do, let's count our 15s. So we've got our jack, our dime here, and we've got all the 5s. So we've got 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, and then with that cut card, 15-8. Boom! Pretty easy, right? We're not done because 3 5s, 5, 10, 15, that's 15 as well. So I'm going to take this jack and put it to the side for now. Well, it just fell to the ground, so I'll have to get it later. So 3 5s is also 15. So with these 3, I've got 15-2. Now let me take the heart out and swap it for the diamond. 15-4, or we're up to 12 now because we had 8 before. So 12. Now I'm going to take the diamond. I'm going to leave the diamond in, but swap it for the heart. And this is now 15-14. This spade has been used everywhere. 14. And now we have one more left. With the club, we're at 16. So in terms of 15s, we've got 8 from the 5 jack pairs, and then we've got another 8 from all the combination of 15s and 5s, okay? I'm back, okay, whew. All right, so now what do we have left? We're at 16. We now need to count our pairs. So we had 3 5s in our hand, and then we had the cut 5. And if you've watched my video on royal pairs before, you'll already know how to count this. You won't need to count it all out. You'll just know that 4 of a kind is 12. And if you don't know that, then check out the video that pops up here or in the description that talks about royal pairs and pairs in general and how to count them, and then you'll know. So we have 16 from the 15s, and we have 12 from our group of 4 5s all together. So we're at 28. Sweet! There's one thing left, remember? Nobs. If you have the jack that matches the suit of the 5 that was cut, you get that 1 extra point, taking you to 29, and the highest hand possible, 29 points. Whew! What are the odds of getting such a hand? Well, I've got a funny story to tell you in a second, but here's the number first. Hold on. All right, I had to look it up too, and I actually have an article written about this, but I don't remember the number off the top of my head. So the odds of getting a 29 hand are 1 in 216,580, which is a pretty big number itself. But if you flip it around and do that in terms of percentages, you are looking at 0.0000050 So I don't even know what number that is, but the chance is really small. I know people who have not gotten that hand their whole lives. I haven't gotten that hand. I've been playing cribbage for a while, although I wouldn't say it's as long as some other people. My grandpa has gotten it once in all his years of playing. He played every day on lunch for his whole career that he was working. The 28 hand, now that's a lot more doable, you know. So that's about 1 in 170,000 or 0.0006. Only 3 zeros instead of 5, and then even smaller numbers. So it makes a big difference. But to get that, you just need the 4 5s and any 10 value card. So any dime. So any 10, Jack, Queen, King, any of those will do. And they don't have to all be in your hand. It can be any which way. Okay? But that'll get you to 28 because you'll still have, with the 10, you'll still have the 8 15 there. With the 4 5s, you'll still have the 8 15s there, so you'd be up to 16, and then the 4 of a kind makes 12. You'll still get to 28. I have gotten that once in my life, and it was on Cribbage Pro, which is one of my favorite platforms to play on, and so I was really excited to get that. I screenshotted it, and I sent it to my grandpa, and I'm like, hey, I got a 28, and he said, you know that's not the highest one, right? Thanks, Grandpa. I know that's not the highest one, okay? I was just happy to get 28. The odds are still really low that you get that one. But, you know, it is what it is. So that's my funny story about that. That's how you count a 29 hand. If you get it, or you've gotten it recently, take a screenshot or write a comment below or something, or you can go over to like all the cribbage groups and brag about it. People are always bragging when they get 29 hands. Although it seems like whenever they do, they end up losing the game anyway. So it's not a guarantee, but it is quite the achievement if you manage to get it. So hopefully that helped. And if you like cribbage stuff like this, you can check out the rest of the videos. But let me very specifically recommend this cribbage discard video over here or wherever it pops up. Let me recommend that because I kind of go over some of the basic discard strategies you might want to consider. And until next time, keep on playing.